they like they twin. Don't tell me your name, bitch, I'm calling you ass. The other one, Mary Kate. I'm a nigga who started in Section 8. Shout out to my mama, she got a box. Come touch me when I die, and I highly die. You know I'm on site with this shit. Use the fight, I get life in this bitch. You know I ain't letting that slide. I don't pay him no mind when they type in this shit. Let's go. He probably mad, spit 4 times. I'm gonna type in this bitch. One night, I don't like in a bitch. I'm typing a fight, I'ma strike me a bitch. Come on, I make her eat the whole clip. Little freak, she sucked the whole dick. I have a whole wide open.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, DR, and we back at it again. So, if you ain't got it by now, you got 3, 2, 1. Always how old people do that. So it's unfortunate, but my nigga, my house is being worked on, and I got no family or friends that allow me to stay with them, or they got room or whatever the case. So it has me sleeping in my motherfucking vehicle. And my vehicle, though, I'm looking rough, I feel rough, but you know what? I got God and my blizzy, and that's all I really need. I'll tell you one thing though, last night I was freezing my ass off, and now the goddamn sun is out, I'm burning my ass up, like, which is why my shirt's hot as fuck. Life just always seemed to have some fucking issues with it, man. It seemed like as soon as you get over one thing, it's just something next to come. And to keep it a whole stack with you, I hate that shit, man. I hate it. But I realized this morning that you have to go through trials and tribulations in order to, like, you know what I mean, make it to that next level in order to get to where you're trying to get to. I don't know why you got to go through, you know, I don't know why, but it builds character, and it gets the stuff in you, out of you, to allow you to be able to succeed in the next journey of life. I would be happy if this stay lit. Come on, old faithful. This lighter is nicknamed Old Faithful because 2019, I've had it the whole 2019, surprisingly. I done bought 1,000 lighters over 2019, like throughout, but I've lost every single one of them. I mean, not every single one of them. For the most part, I done lost them all. I mean, at the crib, I got plenty of lighters, but like I said, I'm not at the crib right now. And I got some other lighters in my car, but the one that whenever I don't have a lighter and I need one, it's just always the go-to. It's always available. It never, like, flicks on the first time, but it always does come through. This blunt went out again. I think it might be wet right here, though. Young boy, living my life, trying to get it right, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do here in the end of my life. I actually had a lot of revelations this morning, like from a dream that I had. Like, let me light this and then we can talk about it. See, she never light the first time, but she always come through. I'm gonna light this candle up. That way, this motherfucker get to tripping again. At least I can, damn, that actually just got me high as fuck right there. Like, I can't even remember what I was thinking about. That way, if it go out again, I got a way to get it back on. Come on, baby. And I ain't got to keep using my Old Faithful. Which is a whole issue. So, we're at the end of 2019, December. And I really want to take my time before this year is out and do everything that the Lord wants me to do. So that way, when I go into 2020, I'm on fire. Not only for God, but just in general. I just want to go in and conquer 2020. Like, no holding me back. I've lost a lot this year. I've gained a lot mentally. But what does it all mean? So I'm trying to keep my ear close to God so that way I can know what He wants me to do in this precious time. And I feel like that 2020 is definitely going to be not only just my year, but I think it's just a change in time. You know, I feel like people are on the come up. A lot of our people are on the come up, and because of that, I really want to take the time out to like make sure that I'm doing exactly what it is I'm supposed to be doing. I don't want 2020 to be my year. I want it to be the start of my decade. 10 years ago, I was living with my peoples. I was a child. These last 10 years, I've been doing a lot, living my best life, and going through a lot, living my best life. And hopefully I got a lot of that out of me. And hopefully as well, I can take all that I've learned over these last 10 years, 20 years together, and put that into practice to make the next 20 years and beyond the greatest of my entire life. I've had some great times, truly. But I want to make sure that this time, this coming season, that I'm doing exactly what I need to do. I'm not taking no for an answer. If the Lord says for me, I'm going after it, and I'm not going after anything that's not for me. Woman, I don't care what it is. Job, it don't matter what it is. But it has to be the Lord. I don't want to be because Daniel or because Dan or because, just I think that it's what the cool thing to do or whatever the case may be. I want to do what the Lord says. And I believe that following Him like that will allow me to become the billionaire that I'm supposed to be. Right now, I feel like just an average, everyday billionaire walking around. Like I'm standing in line, standing next to people. Just like a regular person. But I also know I'm a billionaire. So I'm just like a regular ass billionaire. Like, started from nowhere, nothing. Just like you, living in a car right now. literally. But thankful. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I mean, I've done it all. I've lived in really nice houses, and I lived in a jail. So to me, that's a huge disparity. But somehow, yet right now, even with all that I've accomplished and learned, I'm still in the car. I'm still living in the car. It's like, what is going on? But then I realized there was still some stuff left. I needed to be humbled a little bit more. I need to take the time to view what it is around me. And I need to make sure that, number one, importance, that I'm doing right by God. Don't get this money and then think it's about me. It's not. I ain't mean to make this video deep, but I'm just being real with you. It ain't about me. It ain't about us, you, whoever. It's about what we can do for God, how we can help God kingdom advance. So in these coming years, days, minutes, and seconds, I just want to do that. Like, I'm literally just waiting on God. I can go get my house and I can get everything that I need to do, but if I go rush, it'll be me. It'll be me. If I go rush and do whatever I think I should do, it's gonna be me. And I don't want to put myself back where I was at. Yes, I'm in the car, sleeping in the car right now. I'm homeless. Yes. But I'm okay with that, because if I go do what I feel like I think I should do, then I could be back in the jail cell. I could be dead. Or I could just be in an uncomfortable situation. I'm in the car. I'm uncomfortable, but I'm comfortable. If that makes any sense. It's warm. Right now I'm too hot. I mean, I took my shirt off, so I'm cooler now, you know. A little bit cooler now. I got food. Go to the bathroom. You know, I got my clothes that I was able to get out of my home in here, and it's kind of padded, like making a little nice little cushion for me. I'm sleeping bag. I'm safe. I got my phone, YouTube, smoke. I'm able to have freedom and to be able to think. And most importantly, I got God and I got my word. So every time I find myself idle, just open my word, and it gives me the direction that I need. Right now, it's just been prayers like, Lord, redeem me. Allow my enemies to be ashamed and disgraced. Forgive me. Allow me to be yours, your people, your son. Thank you for everything in your life, for dying for me. Thank you for getting up for me, for forgiving me and loving me in spite of me. Lord, help me to love me, to love myself the way you love me. Help me to follow you, hand in hand, foot in foot, Lord. Your people, guide us. We're crying out for you. We need you. I need you. Father, Daddy, Daddy, I need you, Daddy. In Jesus' mighty name. Hallelujah. Amen. Now, with all that, I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna wait in here. You know, it's crazy because it's like everything that could possibly go wrong is going wrong. Like my job, I have a great job. You know, I love my job, but the company, not me. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong, but the company, the whole company, which is blowing my mind. It's like really, really, the whole company has been going through like this. So we had these 3 jobs. We had a real big job in Richmond. Had a real big job in DC. Had a real big job in Newport News, and they were each contracted over $150,000. Like one was $150,000. That was the lowest, which I was actually in charge of. Like me and my coworker Kenny, we were heading that job, and I know for a fact, being that I was over that job came out smooth. There were some issues. I'm not, in construction, there's always issues. It's always going to be issues. I've learned that. I've realized that over time. It's always going to be something wrong. But it wasn't anything that was in our hands. It was something that was above us. It was I didn't order any of the material. It was my boss directly, and it was an army base, so it was my boss and the superiors above me, like whoever was the commander in charge of that job. They so we put in everything. We installed all the installs for the wall mount units. We changed out the old outside condensers because I do HVAC, plumbing, and electrical. This is an HVAC job, heating and air, on a military base, even though we still did all the plumbing and electrical as well, but it was mainly HVAC work being done. We installed ductless units, and so we put them in, and everything was wired in, got it brazed in, and I don't know, I guess when we went to do startup on one of our machines, it wouldn't start up. Even though we had got a ground in the power bank, it was something internal that we ended up finding out later through the Mitsubishi company. Ended up having to come out and realizing it was a bad unit. But during that time, I guess the government didn't want to cut the check for our company to get paid. I think the check might have probably just got cut. There was another job at Newport News where we had a lot of people, like 10 people that was a part of our crew, and there was a lot. Most of them were on that Whitaker job, that Newport News job, and I think they had like one of their family members ended up getting deported, and then the rest of them just quit. This is not to laugh. It wasn't funny because I actually liked a lot of them guys. All of them. They were really great workers. They were amazing. Actually, I learned a lot from them because they, like, just their attention to detail and how they went about bending metal, and just, it was really good. They were really talented guys, and I'm glad they were there. But that caused the job to get behind, because we lose 10 people. The job only had like 12 people on it. I wasn't on that job at first. I got put on it because they had left. I started the job, but then I had got moved, like I said, over to the military base. There was another job going on at the same time, simultaneously. It was 3 jobs going on simultaneously. The Richmond job, or the DC job, was the military job that I was in. They had a Richmond job going on and a Newport News job. I don't know what happened in Richmond, but they still have yet to pay. It's like a Pizza Hut or something. we ended up taking over the contract for someone else who didn't, like, who was making the company behind. So they fired Pizza Hut fired that contractor, hired us. Once they hired us, we came in, finished the job. But I guess whatever happened, my boss, I don't know, my boss basically told me that it was a litigation between the old company and this company. The company that was there at first, because they had started on the work. So they were supposed to get paid something, but it was like in litigation. So no money has been dispersed from the job. That was a $300,000 job. And we got multiple employees working. We got vans and gas and materials consistently. Like, we're working every single day. So whatever money that was already in the company's account must have been being used, at that time, to keep everybody paid and afloat. But it got to a point where that job still has yet to pay. That Pizza Hut job still yet to pay. Like, he's in court for it. He tried to take Pizza Hut to court, but because we were subcontracted out, we had to take the other company to court. I don't know. It's something over my head. I don't know. And once we got behind in the Whitaker job, the Newport News job, that caused, I don't know, I guess he was basically telling me that due to us holding up the job, we had to, like, pay them money. The company, not us as the employees, but the company. I really love my boss because he's a great guy. He's like a father to me, like a father figure. Like, he took me under his wing. I learned a lot from him, and I'm glad. And right now, it's unfortunate because I had to resign. Because it had came to a point where we weren't getting paid anymore. Like, nobody. It's been like a whole month plus, and I ended up losing my home because I couldn't afford to pay the tab for the shop to, do what they had to do. They put a lien on it. It's not a lien, but I can go get it. It's just out of my price range at the current moment. It's not a huge amount that I can't get it, but I don't want to do anything crazy to get it. I want to do what I need to do to get it, because I tried to do some other stuff many times, and they really don't come out all that great. And I feel like right now in this place that I'm at, I'm already in enough trouble. I'm already in enough stuff. I already had enough happen to me this year alone that I don't want to do anything else. That's gonna put me in harm's way. I want to get everything off of my name I can. Long story short, we weren't getting paid. The company won't making no money. He already had paid pretty much everything that he could pay. At this point, we were freaking, like, barely even able to buy supplies for the jobs. So he got pretty much 3 people, 3 different companies in court waiting to get paid. And we, the employees, we had 30 employees and 19 cars, 19 vans. Now we have 4 vehicles, 4 employees. And at this point, we barely even working anymore. So I couldn't endure it. I could endure it, but there was also, like, he had brought in his wife, and I don't mean to put all this business out there, but he had brought in his wife, and to me, she was very disrespectful. She was disrespectful to everybody on the team, and I feel like for us to be hanging in there with him, not getting paid, still going to work, still doing what we got to do, showing up every day, like, trying to make it happen for him. And for us too, it's a selfish reason, because we do want to get paid for this, but we are also taking cuts. Like, we're not getting paid for weeks. Like, once we get paid on a Friday, we don't even get the check on Friday. He give us the next week. And once you get the check, it's not even able to be cashed. Like, it's a bounce check. So, like, we get the check. We're supposed to be paid on Friday. After waiting 2 weeks, supposed to get paid. Imagine you waiting 2 weeks to get paid. Then it's finally your week to get paid. You got plenty of stuff to take care of. And now, you can't even find him. You can't call him. He ain't nowhere to be found, right? Nowhere to be found. He claimed he on a job somewhere, but you can't get him on the phone. By the time you get in contact with him or anybody in the office, it's next Wednesday. You didn't went to work Monday, Tuesday, and now it's Wednesday. You didn't got off. You mad as hell. Everybody, all four of us. We go to the office on Wednesday. She in there talking about why are we there? Lady, what you mean, why are we here? We here for our checks. She aggressively hands them to us and tells us we can't cash them or they're going to bounce. We need to wait for a few more days. How you going to just tell us this right now? Like, you should have been told us this. And this has been going on. Like, and we allowed it, because we all love Joe. Well, I mean, most of them kind of just tolerated him. I know I loved him personally because he was like a father figure to me. A lot of them guys now I don't really even like talking to them because they don't say anything good about him out their mouth. And I understand they're mad. Like, some of them guys had, like, another guy, I think he may have 2 people there still. And those 2 guys just already have money. They're his friends, so they're helping him out. And I'm so thankful for him. I wish I could do it too. But it cost me to drive there, get there, and then to be, like, disrespected. It's just like, even when I tried to tell him about his wife, like, I tried to call him 2 times. He ain't answer the phone. I texted him. He still didn't answer the phone. I left him a voicemail. Did not get back to me. I talked to him the next day because I came up there super early. He looked so surprised to see me. I talked to him. He being nasty. He might not being nasty, but being short. Because once we had got the check, and she told us we was going to have to wait, I took it to like a little cashing place, and I cashed it because I had shit to take care of at that particular time. This is like the 3rd week of me waiting, you know what I mean? Not the 3rd week, but the 3rd pay period, the 3rd time this has happened. The first 2 times we did get our check on Friday, they told us that they weren't going to be able to be cashed. Okay, we dealt with that. Now it's a whole month. Like, the 2nd pay period, I was a little bit hot because my bills needed to be paid, everything. Like, it's the 1st of the month. I mean, so I needed that taken care of. But now, the 3rd time, this is the 4th time that just passed. This pay period that just passed, like this last Friday, which was like it for me, because now we're 4 paychecks in, which is each one of these paychecks are 2-week periods. So that's 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Or wait, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. That's a whole month, plus 2 weeks, and this is a whole nother month. I didn't get paid for Black Friday. That was a pay period. We did not get paid. And here is another one. Christmas is next week. Still have yet to get paid for the last 4 paychecks. I got the paychecks, but what can I do with them? Like, nobody won't even cash them for me. I tried to take it back to the check cashing place. The dude told me he was going to call the police. He had the check. He had it in his hand, with my name on it. He was calling somebody. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what the fuck? What you mean? I'm not bouncing no checks. So, I don't know. Like, I just can't do it. I can't even, like, I'm running out of gas trying to get to work on the freeway. I don't want these people rolling up on me just to get to work, just to not get paid. And then when I do try to get my money, y'all want to be disrespectful. What? I had a company phone, right? She told him she needed to take the company phone back. I'm like, I can't afford to pay my phone bill. I mean, like, how can I pay my phone bill? Y'all not paying me. How you gonna take the company phone? How am I gonna be able to get in contact with not only the job, but just my personal business I have to take care of? If I can't cash my checks, which is not my fault, but y'all's fault, and you're taking the phone from me. So this was like our last conversation just a couple days ago. Me and the woman, his wife. She going off. She don't even want to hand me my check. She's like trying to keep the check, talking about some, if I don't give her the phone. First, she already told me, before she told me the check can't be cashed. I can't do anything with the check. So here it is, my 4th check. I cannot do nothing with. My coworker Kenny, who's still with the company, but is also my boss's friend, so he already got money. Call him Funny Money. Like he got a whole song that he be singing about it, and he just think it's hilarious. I don't know how he think it's hilarious. He must got plenty of bread. He don't have bills. I got bills, head bills. Now I'm in the car, but grace be to God. I'm not mad. I'm a little bit teed off because I'm like, I'm working with you, man. Like, I'm literally coming here knowing, and you are, like, to me, the last straw was 2 things. Like, I had showed up super early today, that one day, and he was looking all surprised, and I was like, well, can you at least, give me some gas money? Because we were supposed to be to work anyway, but when I got there, he was like, oh, yeah, we don't have work today. I'm like, you didn't even tell me that. So, okay. Can you at least give me some gas money? And he did, but he was like acting all funny about it. Like as if I'm being worse. Like, bro, I'm coming here to work for you. And then once the phone situation, like, you're not going to, first of all, you trying to hold a check that you have already told me out your mouth cannot cash. And you're going to tell me that you're going to take this phone back from me, knowing that I cannot pay my phone bill. Okay, here's your phone. Please have my check. It's a pleasure working for you. But I just don't understand. Because, like, that has went down. Then my house right after that. I had money saved up. But I was also planning a trip, trying to move. So that money was on reserve for that. I didn't want to be spending that when I'm like supposed to be having the whole paycheck. Like, I'm supposed to be saving money, not spending it. You know what I mean? Like, so ended up, my house had broke down. You guys know I stay in the RV, a motorhome, a coach. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. 2 bedrooms, bathroom, kitchen. Check out my other videos. You can see it. Sleeps about 10 comfortably. And I was saving because I wanted to get it. The engine. I wanted to wait 11 weeks, save up 11 weeks worth of paychecks. See, you gotta understand, I get paid every 2 weeks. So when I say 11 weeks, I mean 11 paychecks. That's 11 pay periods. So it's really like 22 weeks. So that put me like into March. What was the plan? My plan. But like right after I made that plan, all of that started happening. Then my home broke down. We got it fixed. I had to get it towed to the shop. That cost me an arm and a leg. Just surviving this whole time cost me an arm and a leg. And then my car, which is my fault, ended up getting towed and some other stuff, which is still out of my possession due to me doing some stupid shit, running from the police. And that wasn't really. My lawyer advises me not to talk about it. It's an ongoing case. But $1 a day. Now homeless, pretty much broke. I actually ended up getting locked up during that time. So, I didn't get paid first. It caused me to get put out. I ended up buying the RV. Beautiful. Supposed to get it fixed on, remodel. But I wanted to wait till the end of my 11 weeks to save up, so I could have enough to take care of everything. I already had legal issues going on, so I was trying to like take care of that too. So I didn't want to leave immediately. I needed to wait anyway. So made the plan. After all of that stuff started happening, put me against the wall, I ended up going out there doing something dumb. I got locked up. Once I got out, that's right when my house broke down. So now I got those legal issues on top of the other legal issues I already had. And I'm just trying to take care of everything. But before I do anything else, like, I just want to know what it is I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I don't want to go and do, because I thought I had a smooth plan. But here it is. None of that has worked out. Nothing. Everything that I thought was going to be happening has completely failed. But I know I'm a billionaire. I know it. Like, I know it just like I know I'm breathing right now. Sometimes I'll be stupid enough to ask the Lord to just take me. But I realized, like I just said, I had an epiphany this morning where I kind of just realized, like, life is like a blessing. You know what I mean? This is where everything happens. You have the opportunity to do all that you want to do. It's like being in a mansion, but it's 10 o'clock at night. You're in this big old mansion and somebody just drops you in. You just throw you in there in one particular big room, but it's stuff everywhere. You can't see a thing because it's 10 o'clock. You don't know where none of the lights are at. It's huge. And it's completely dark. And to me, life, the darkness is the devil. The devil has taken over this place. He has been here so long that he has conquered it. He has conquered 98% of this huge mansion with darkness. And now you are here dropped in the middle of it. And as you're dropped in the middle of it, the only, like I said, it's 98% dark. The only light that you see is the light shining in from the moon. So you're in this huge mansion filled with everything that you could ever hope for, dream of, think of. But it's completely dark. Like, you can't see anything. So you make your way over to the light. You try to, like, figure out where you're at. You don't even know you're in the mansion. You don't know that your dreams are right there. You don't know that your goals is right there. You don't know that your money is right there. This is life. And like I said, the devil is, we're going to just call him the devil for now. You can call him whatever you like, Lucifer, it don't matter. He has covered it in darkness, 98% darkness. And there's 2% light. But like I said, this has happened to you at like 10 o'clock at night. So it's in the middle of the darkness, in the